Welcome to Queen Margaret University Graduation 2026. If you are able, please be upstanding for the academic procession.
Good morning. Please be seated. It's my pleasure to welcome you here today on behalf of Queen Margaret University to this ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other awards. I now call upon Patrick Grant, Chancellor of the University.
Good morning, everybody. Firstly, congratulations to all of you. A pretty monumental day for many of you. And a big thank you to all of the friends and family and other supporters who've come along today to support on what is a phenomenal day of celebration. Nice to see all of you looking so smart. Nice to see so many moustaches amongst the audience today. I think this is a new addition. Yesterday we had a few decent ones as well, so well done to the lads. I mean, also well done to those of you without moustaches. No fault there. I don't know where I'm going with this. Sorry, this is just a ramble. I just spotted them. They look, you know, there's a couple down there that are real beauties. Well done. I hope you've all enjoyed your time at QMU. I know that you've learned a lot. You wouldn't be passing out today with a degree of whatever level without having learned a great deal academically. But I hope on top of that you have also learned a great deal of additional life skills that will serve you well. I suspect that one or two of you have learnt that all of this takes a good deal of hard work. I imagine that you've not got to this point without a few knocks. So I'm hoping too that you have learned that making a success in life requires a good deal of resilience as well as talent and knowledge. I hope all of these things you will carry forward. I think you will also have learned that none of this is achievable on your own. I think you will have all benefited not only from the support of those people sitting next to you today and those people sitting behind you in the auditorium, but those people on the dais in front of you. I hope you cherish the memories of the support and help you've been given by your student body and by the faculty and all of the wonderful support staff at QMU. Please, work hard to keep those relationships alive because they will serve you well. And everybody here is very proud of what you have achieved, and I think will be very pleased to see how you progress in your careers to come. I think I hope you have all also learnt a little about your own potential in life. We saw yesterday with our honorary graduate, and we are seeing both today and later today, that individuals can have an enormous positive outcome and can make society and people's lives better. All of you have the power to do something extraordinary. Some will do it in a small way amongst your close community. Some will do it on a global stage. And I, for one, very much look forward to seeing your names in future as QMU graduates, leading the world into a better place. We are at a crossroads in many ways, both economically and socially. We are in a time when leadership from within communities and big leadership is required in order to make the world a better place for all. And you, I am sure, are well equipped to do that. And I look forward to enjoying your future successes. Thank you very much.
In the name and on behalf of the Senate, I have the honour to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Professor Carolyn MacDonald. Today we recognise Professor Carolyn MacDonald, former Chief Allied Health Professions Officer for the Scottish Government, an occupational therapist by training, a national clinical leader of distinction, and a tireless champion of equitable, person-centred care. Professor MacDonald's career spans 4 decades of service to health, social care and education. Having graduated as an occupational therapist in 1985, she has spent her entire professional life working in Scotland across acute, community and public health settings, supporting people of all ages and needs. From frontline clinical practice to strategic leadership, her career has been defined by her deep understanding that health is not simply about treatment, but about enabling people to live full, meaningful lives. Before her appointment in January 2020 as Chief Allied Health Professions Officer, Professor MacDonald served as Director of Allied Health Professions in NHS Fife, where she led system-wide change and played a key role in the integration of health and social care services. In that role, she demonstrated an exceptional ability to translate policy into practice, ensuring that national priorities resulted in tangible improvements for individuals, families, and communities. As Chief Allied Health Professions Officer, Professor MacDonald was the most senior professional advisor to the Scottish Government for the 14 allied health professions, representing the third largest clinical workforce in NHS Scotland. She provided expert advice to government ministers on education, workforce development, research, regulation, and service innovation, and led the National Strategic Direction for Rehabilitation as Scotland's national clinical lead for rehabilitation. Through this work, she has elevated the visibility, influence, and impact of allied health professions at the very heart of policy and decision-making. Her impact extends well beyond policy. Professor MacDonald is widely respected for her commitment to collaboration with universities, health boards, and professional bodies, and for championing education that is evidence-based, practice-focused, and socially responsive. She is an honorary professor at Queen Margaret University, reflecting her long-standing relationship with our institution, grounded in our shared values, particularly a belief in education as a force for public good and social change. In recognition of her outstanding contribution to occupational therapy and allied health professions, Professor MacDonald was awarded Fellowship of the Royal College of Occupational Therapists in 2025, the highest honour of the profession. This award recognised not only her individual achievements, but her unwavering commitment to ensuring the collective voice of allied health professionals is heard, valued, and central to delivering person-centred care. What makes Professor MacDonald's career so closely aligned with the values of Queen Margaret University is not only the scale of her influence, but the principles that underpin it. Her leadership is inclusive and compassionate. Her focus is consistently on prevention, rehabilitation, and reducing inequality. And her work demonstrates the power of applied knowledge, of research, education, and professional practice to improve lives and shape healthier, fairer societies. It is only a few months since Professor MacDonald retired from service as Chief Allied Health Professions Officer, but her legacy is clear. Stronger national leadership for allied health professions, clearer strategic direction for rehabilitation, and a workforce better positioned to meet Scotland's future health needs. To all our graduates today, Professor MacDonald's career offers a powerful example of how professional expertise, when combined with integrity, collaboration, and a commitment to service, can influence systems as well as individuals. It shows that leadership is not about distance from practice, but about remaining connected to people and purpose. Chancellor, in recognition of her distinguished career, her national impact on health and social care, and her embodiment of the values and ambitions of Queen Margaret University, I have much pleasure in inviting you to confer upon Professor Carolyn MacDonald the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Chancellor, Principal, Chair, Senate, guests, and fellow graduates, thank you so much. It seems very surreal to be standing here being awarded this prestigious honour for something and having a career that I have absolutely loved. It's very humbling, and the honour is a shared celebration with my former colleagues and my family. And what an achievement you are all making here today, a celebration following years of hard work, late nights, meeting deadlines, tears and joy, but here you are, you've made it. Often when celebrating a milestone, there are lots of remember when conversations, stories that are shared, sometimes funny, sometimes embarrassing, but always memorable. So it got me thinking about the ancient art form of storytelling. Storytelling is how experience gets passed on, how wisdom is shared, and there is actually a great deal of neuroscience and evidence around the power of storytelling. And that is why in healthcare especially, stories matter so much, because we do not only deal with data, facts, and decisions, but we deal in human experience, fear, hope, loss, recovery, and joy. And as you finish university and celebrate the most fantastic of achievements today, it is not the end. It is the start of the next chapter for you. So I'd like to share a few of my own stories, not particularly as lessons or advice, but moments that have stayed with me because sometimes the smallest stories carry the largest of impacts. So I graduated in Dublin as an occupational therapist in 1985, and I came across to do a 3-month practice placement in Edinburgh in my final year. I really liked my short time as a student in Scotland, so I took a big gulp of bravery and I came back to work in Scotland just for a few years and began my first job in Dundee. Now, this was really brave in the 1980s because there were no mobile phones, no FaceTime, no Ryanair for cheap flights to do a runner home if I felt that I was sad or lonely. But one of my first encounters was with an elderly male patient on the ward when I went to do dressing practice with him after a stroke. Now, for those of you who don't know what dressing practice is, occupational therapists help people to regain independence in everyday activities such as dressing. I did dressing practice as a student in previous years when I was back in Ireland, so what could go wrong? Well, I thought the patient and I spoke the same language, English, until he asked me to produce his semet, his breeks, and his baffies. Huh? The patient saw my confusion. I looked bamboozled. So he decided to have some fun and make it even more interesting, using words and phrases I had no clue of. Come on, hen. Hen. Where's the hen? I could go on, but honestly, as one of my first patients, we had such a laugh. He teased me, he made things more tricky in his broad Dundonian dialect, and he taught me new words and phrases each time we saw each other. By the way, for those of you who are not familiar with Scottish dialect, a semet is a vest, breeks, pants, baffies, slippers, and hen, a term of endearment for females. That patient made such a difference to me, easing me into my first job, and he probably made more of a difference to me than I did to him. He brought joy and laughter to my day, which is essential in the workplace, and I stayed in Scotland for my entire career. The second story I'd like to share with you is a few years later, I was working in Fife with children. A very worried mum and her son came into clinic. She was at her wit's end because nobody shared the views that he was having difficulties, but the boy himself and the family knew that things were not the same for him as they were for his peers. I listened to the difficulties he was having at school and at home. Not making friends, not riding his bike, poor handwriting, difficulty using cutlery, knocking the juice over at mealtimes, but the effect that it was having on him. Following my assessment, I sat down with Mum and the boy to discuss the results and the reasons why her son was having these difficulties, speaking about dyspraxia and explaining what it was and how it impacts on movement and everyday activities. More importantly, I spoke about what I was going to do to help. With their permission, I would go into school, speak to his teacher, plan a way forward. I would also have her son into clinic for therapy sessions and give them some home-based activities to work on. She looked at me without saying a word and burst out crying. Someone had finally listened to her, and there was actually a reason why her son was having these difficulties. It was not their imagination, and there was a possibility of a future ahead for them all. For me, it was a powerful reminder that what can feel like routine activity can sometimes be life-changing for somebody else. And so to my final story, which has both a leadership and a kindness message. Some years ago, as a senior manager, I found myself leading through one of the most difficult and challenging situations of my career. It was one of those moments where every conversation and decision mattered and carried weight that deeply affected people's lives. I returned to my office after a particularly harrowing morning and had a message to phone the chairman of the health board, whom I had never met. I just about knew his name. I was dreading the call. But he came on the call and he said in a soft voice, "Carolyn, thank you for leading on this situation for us. I am phoning to ask how you are and is there anything at all I can do to support?" I was blown away. A small act of human kindness that had the most profound impact and completely changed the expected direction of the story. I don't remember much more of the conversation after that, but I met the chairman at an event several months later and introduced myself. I recounted the incident and the effect his call had on me. He had no idea, and I hope that my feedback had an impact on his day, just as that phone call had on me those months previously. Leadership is not only about carrying responsibility, it is about noticing the person carrying it. And kindness is never wasted. It is one thing that you can give away, still have more of, and will travel further than you know. So you will already have your own stories from placement. You've plenty more going forward into your careers. Your stories will most likely be ones with unexpected characters, plot twists, moments of doubt, courage, humour, and a purpose that will only become clear with hindsight. Remember them, because the people who shape who we are rarely the ones we expected. You will forget your first training course, your first appraisal, but you will never forget your patients, or for those of you in business, your clients, but those people who you have laughed with, cried with, the family who trusted you, the colleague who has your back. You will never really know the full impact of your work, and that is one of the privileges for me of being a healthcare professional. So today, as you graduate and begin the next part of your journey and your story, you may feel that you are stepping into something expected and structured, or you may feel a little uncertain and unprepared. Both are normal. Because none of us are reading from a finished script, you are the authors of your own story. And be reassured that the twists and the turns are not interruptions to your story, but the story itself. And that is something to be excited about. Thank you very much, and congratulations to you all.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Eunice Simpson. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Accounting and Finance with CIMA, Arabella Avila. Gillian Quinn. Rithik Sahotra. Mohammed Shams ul Arafin. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Accounting and Finance with CIMA, Andrew Sweeney. For the award of degree of Master of Business Administration, Bhudika Karanaratna. Mohammed Azrin. Avinash Rakalan. Mohammed Razik. Shahul Shiraj. For the award of degree of Master of Business Administration in Business Analytics, Varatharaja Amirthur Varman. Nidharshan Indaralingam. Nishanthan Inderlingam. Mohammed Aliyar. Jansi Sagal Kumar. Sethunga Mundalige. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Gastronomy, Lee Hall. Louise Oliver. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Hospitality Management, Samson Boampong. For the award of degree of Master of Science in International Management and Leadership, Ulumide Ajayi. Abderrahmane Akal. Annabella Avila. Kushal Bike. Ranu Dungal. Manoj Gayak. Hemraj Gali. Charlotte Grant. Mukanthan Krishna Pillai. Rebecca McQueen. Babita Nupani. Bikash Rishile. Sheikh Rajib Rija. Gabrielle Stewart. Keithan Thankarasa. Muhammad Yunus. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in International Management and Leadership, Muhammad Shabazz. For the award of degree of Master of Science in International Management and Leadership with Professional Practice, Bisho Casey. Melina Kaptari Casey. Priya Rajthala. Kusham Shrestha. For the award of degree of Master of Science in International Marketing, Abdebola Adanika. Emma Connolly. Thomas Giffen. Oluwatomisan Idowu. Laura McAvoy. Janvi Singh. For the award of the degree of Master of Science in Strategic Marketing, Vengadasaranya Ayur Subramaniye Ayur. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Accounting and Finance, Rabia Feroz. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with honours in Banking and Finance, Ksenia Kim. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Administration with Project Management, Kamula Yuldayashi. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Management, Louise Bouchier-Hayes. Kerry McKay. Elena Sanchez-Hernandez. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration, Aliani Armstrong. Leander Billing. Ashim Karki. Firoz Lama. Mary Robertson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Management with Analytics, Samit Basnet. Jasmine Chandradroni. Cameron Frew. Mustafa Kawaja. Kiera Phillip. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Management with Digital Marketing, Cameron Broomfield. Beth Farmer. Dominika Kalbakowska. Luke Mercer. Chelsea Miller. Cheryl Roscoe. Oleg Samirkov. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management with Digital Marketing, David De Los Santos. James English. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Management with Finance, Andrew Preston. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Business Management with Finance, Nicholas Truffelli. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Business Management with Human Resource Management, Pauline Doroemetso. Niamh McMahon. Sarah Qureshi. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in Events and Festival Management, Olivia Blacklaw. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with honours in International Hospitality and Tourism Management, Prashamsa Bazel. Sabine Gurung. Gaurab Thakuri. Sugam Thapa. Suraj Thapa. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Hospitality, Tourism and Events Management, Patricia Aquino. Ava Dillon. Sonia Douglas. Anish Kadka Magur. Olivia McLaren. Neve Nicol. Gemma Ramsey. Mamata Ranabat. Shavan Sancerre. Megan Vieira. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in International Hospitality, Tourism and Events Management, Akriti Kadka. Suraj Malakar. Abu Miraj. Lorenzo Moni. Alisa Cannon. Gemma Cullen. Karis English. Marta Gorniak. Rio Keen. Adele McMillan. Melissa Mickety. Chloe McNally. Annie Muldoon. Fraser Monroe. Holly Smart. Katie Smith. Kiara Lee Thompson. Harry Warbrick. Chancellor, a further 46 candidates are presented for awards in absentia.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy by publication, retrospective, Linda Linton. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Health, Victoria Milburn. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Medical Imaging, MRI, Elias Mulu Ambo. Colette Craig. Alison Woods. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Physiotherapy, Catalin Hollas. For For the award of degree of Master of Science in Diagnostic Radiography, pre-registration, Andrzej Buzimowski. Ryan Doyle. Brianne Faulkner. Onwin Gian. Chiara Flogan. Alexandra Hunt. Brenda McGruey. Kira Morris-Burke. Nicole O'Neill. Shannon O'Shea. Shona Power. Fanula Sheehan. Michael Sweeney. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Dietetics, pre-registration, Gillian Bell. Laura Burchell. Megan Black. Sarah Goodbrand. Tony Kelly. Aoife McDumphy. Emily Munn. Eve O'Donnell. Cara Spink. Paulina Shapira. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Mammography, Anna Cruikshank. Carol Ann Hamill. For the award of postgraduate certificate in mammography, Linda Asidu. Amy Ann Hill. Merlene Mercado. Helen Reid. Uluwatoin Rotimi. Novulin Villanueva. Amy Wade. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Musculoskeletal Medicine, Jovan Drakovic. Marco Tuoko. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Physiotherapy, pre-registration, Asila Sayed. Dylan Armstrong. Finn Ascheni. Mariam Aziz Hanna. Victoria Bain. Elise Benest. Killian Bergen. Connie Brennan. Ailey Christie. Vanessa Cucurello. Thomas Craig. Heather Crombie. Claire Donnelly. Niall Duffy. Andrew Dunce. Niamh Fahey. Sandra Furi. Kieran Geeney. Gabrielle Gillespie. Rory Glasgow. Maxine Graham. Inga Marie Gullikson. Fiza Hanif. Keelan Hartnett. Cleena Harvey. Jessica Kelly Hannon. Wing Quan Kwok. Kirsty Lamb. Leona Larkin. Olivia Luthangi. Jennifer Lloyd. Rihanna MacDonald. Murray McClarty. Rory McRae. Leah MacLeod. Dara Mannion. Roisin McCafferty. Paula McCann. Meg McCarthy. Mia McCartney. Caitlin McGahey. Ella Moore. Elizabeth Merkin. Hazel O'Brien. Cleena O'Connell Foley. Kathy O'Neill. Erin O'Sullivan. Leisha Prendeville. James Quinn. Aisling Rafter. Olivia Rapson. Chloe Renew. Adele Russell. Christian Saframelli. Callum Stewart. Gertrude Jaman. Madeline Verkerk. Juliette Wales. Caitlin Walsh. Frida Welsh. Michael Young. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Podiatry pre-registration, Lida Akona. Claire Godfrey. Clodagh Keane. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Theory of Podiatric Surgery, Elsa Ahrens. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Therapeutic Radiography pre-registration, Kate Dennehu. Jack Pattison-Moore. Shikolo Solomon. For the award of degree of Master of Diagnostic Radiography, Killian Feeney. Susan Hay. Tina Morton. Ailey Taylor. Orla Toomey. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Diagnostic Radiography, Lina Al-Jabori. Leah Bremner. Gemma Bruce. Louise Collins. Kian Horman. Halima Iqbal. Alfie Jinson. Brian Johnston. Victoria Macias. Rebecca Malley. Marcus McDermott. Kira Quigley. Caitlin Quinn. Zoe Rennick. Wei Hung Tae. Saoirse Tierney. Daniel Wagstaff. Farah Zitouni. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Radiography Diagnostic, Roisin Owen. For the award of degree of Master of Dietetics, Ellie Bissett. Julie Galanders. Kerry Graham. Rachel Law. Nadine McAllister. Abby McKeon. Maeve Traynor. Gail Wilson. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education in Mammography, Fiona Thorne. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Nutrition, Kanchan Baishal. Nicolas Jonas. Fatma Ashak. Julia Kitsander. Sabina McCabe. Kylie McLaughlin. Carolina Raton. Sarah Rodjewska. Samuel Scott. Esther Taylor. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition, Thea Fraser. Melis Niyuro. For the award of degree of Master of Physiotherapy, John Boyle. David Easton. Jessica Gallagher. Jodie Harvey. Jordan Horn. Katie Kirkland. Neil Kirktane. Abigail Logan. Beth MacDonald. Fern Mackay. April Mackenzie. Jakub Ryschlik. Noela Sanchez Serrano. Javier Serrano Paras. Rachel Snedden. Shane Toker. Iona Westerby. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiotherapy, James Keenan. Emma Malda. Emer McGrory. Alice O'Connor. Nav Alex Javier. For the award of degree of Master of Podiatry, Caelan Doherty. Claire Duncan. Alan Findlay. Peter Hoban. Luca Khan. Un Young Quag. Donald Temperley. Finlay Todd. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Podiatry, Caspar Budden. Anya Campbell. Lucy Devine. Jack Deguno. Nicola Anubu. Josephine Hayes. Ben Jeffrey. Andrea Keenan. Louise Perea. Laura Smith. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Radiotherapy and Oncology, Bethany Thomas. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Radiography Therapeutic, Natasha Snell. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health Studies, Philippa Thurgood. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Studies, Natalie Main. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sports Rehabilitation, Emily Bell. Cara Brown. Adam Buckley. Evie Cassidy. Jason Dinney. Frank Donnelly. Lucy Geddy. Morgan Habbick. Stuart Mack. Samantha Maxwell. Beth Moore. Maura Patterson. Laura Rodrigo Crespo. Scott Smart. Cami Smith. Cameron Smith. Dean Smith. Luke Thompson. Struan Watt. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education, Stacey Hurst. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice and Signed Spoken Language Interpreting, Samantha Dowsett. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Advancing Practice and Signed Spoken Language Interpreting, Lisa Humphrey. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Audiology Pre-Registration, Gary Martin. Callum Sanderson. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Speech and Language Therapy Pre-Registration, Abigail Charlton. Niamh Glancy. Barnaby Conlon Spears. Hannah Cowison. Ella Hewlin. Megan Knippel. Rachel Corsten. Fiona Lockery. Rachel McNeely. Hope McNeil. Bronwyn Mullen. Kiara Moulton. Alice Murray. Jane Neal. Paula Paunian. Holly Stanley. Madison Strobridge. Hannah Todd. Claire Walsh. Caitlin Ward. Ella Wiseman. For the award of Diploma of Higher Education in Hearing Aid Audiology, Aoife Doyle Devine. Sarah Kane. Emma MacDonald. Emily McIlwraith. Chloe Mitchell. Emma Morrison. Chris Murphy. Shane O'Kane. Morgan Reid. Sukhvir Sander. Chloe Walsh. Gareth Whelan. Erin Wilson. Mara Wilson. For the award of degree of Master of Speech and Language Therapy, Alessandra Dixon. Dua Gihani. Katie Purvis. Jessica Robinson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Speech and Language Therapy, Ailey Carmichael. Shannon Climaco. Victoria Eccles. Kelly Ewan. Annalise Howarth. Emily Light. Andrew McLeish. Rebecca Smith. Summer Wells. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Communication and Speech Science, Ashley Sims-Chain. Chancellor, a further 148 candidates are presented for awards in absentia. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, parents, staff, distinguished guests, and, of course, most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. A warm welcome to the ceremony. That phrase, the graduating class of 2026, I think that would be unimaginable to the founders of the Edinburgh School of Cookery in 1875, the forerunner to Queen Margaret University. How amazed those amazing women, Cynthia Guthrie Wright and Louisa Stevens, would have been that over 150 years later, the institution that they set on its way still produces such talented graduates year on year. Their pride in your achievements would have known no bounds. Your graduation is a hugely significant occasion, and we are here today to celebrate the most important milestone of your lives. It is a day of joy, reflection, and I suspect for many of you, a bittersweet farewell to a chapter that has been both challenging and rewarding. We recognize how important this day is for you and your families, the guardians, friends, and all those who have supported you. As Principal of Queen Margaret University, it's an honor and a privilege to address you today. And as I look at each of you, I'm reminded of the journey you have traveled, from that first day at university, the excitement, the nervous energy, and the dreams you carried with you to your graduation ceremony here today. But let's not forget, that achievement was also made possible by our teaching staff, our professional services staff, and to them I extend my deepest gratitude. You have poured your hearts and knowledge and your expertise into teaching and mentoring these young, and in some cases not so young minds, nurturing their potential and guiding them with wisdom and compassion. Your commitment to their success has been a cornerstone of their achievements. To the parents, guardians, supporters, and family and friends, thank you for your support. Often you have been the unsung heroes, providing encouragement and the extra strength today's graduates needed to persevere. It is your influence that will continue to resonate in their lives long after they leave this stage. Graduates, I know that the road to graduation can be bumpy, with many obstacles along the way. Life, as I'm sure you've already discovered, is not always easy, and often does not go to plan. There may be setbacks, disappointments, and moments that test your resolve. But remember, it's not the challenges themselves that define you, but how you respond to them. And the fact that you are here now says much about how you have responded to those challenges and grown into the accomplished individuals that you are today. And when you encounter obstacles in the future, and you undoubtedly will, draw strength from what you've overcome already. Think about those late nights, the assessments or projects that seemed so difficult until you'd finished them. You've made sacrifices and navigated through moments of uncertainty, yet through it all you have demonstrated true resilience, a point I think made eloquently earlier by the Chancellor, showing a determination and an unwavering commitment to your goals. You've proven your ability to adapt, to learn and to grow. You are all talented and hard-working. However, it's not only your hard work and perseverance that brought you here, it's also that resilience, and you should be immensely proud as we celebrate your academic achievement. And remember to use that resilience to pursue your dreams. Don't be afraid or hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Lean on your support network. And just as you have benefited from others' support, you have the power to help and be that support to others. As you step into your next chapter, remember, true success is found who you are as a person, the impact you have on others, the hand of friendship you extend, and the integrity with which you live your life. These will be the foundations on which to build your future. So be kind to yourself and others. As Professor MacDonald put it so eloquently, kindness is never wasted. Celebrate your successes, learn from your failures, and always believe in your ability to make a difference, no matter how big or small. Everything you do from here will shape your future. You will, I suspect, have difficult decisions and choices to make, but embrace what you do, and with above all else, optimism. The world, again, as the Chancellor said, of course, is changing and at an unprecedented pace. The jobs in which you will flourish in the future may not even exist today. So use your ability to learn and adapt. This will be one of your greatest assets. As you leave this institution, I want you to carry with you not only the valuable knowledge and expertise you've acquired, but also the values represented by QMU, such as ambition, the journey of discovery, social justice, the value of teamwork, the vital importance of intellectual inquiry and of curiosity, and how much empathy matters, how to solve problems, because the world needs people who can solve problems. Perhaps most importantly of all, always be on the lookout for others. Again, if you help others along the way, they will help you, and it's that network that I think creates an exponential benefit from your efforts. But also carry with you that spirit of community that's been fostered during your studies. Look for opportunities to connect, to collaborate, and to contribute. Your actions, no matter how small they might seem, have the power to create ripples of positive change. Look around you. The faces you see, your classmates, teachers, loved ones, they are all part of a community that has supported and shaped you. As you celebrate this milestone, keep in mind that you didn't get here alone. Your success in itself shows the power of community. And just as you have developed and thrived during our studies, so too has the university. Queen Margaret achieved outstanding results in the What Uni Student Awards this year, with students ranking QMEU first in Scotland for both career prospects and university halls. The What Uni Student Awards are the UK's largest annual survey based solely on the views of students, drawing tens of thousands of reviews which assess key aspects of university life, from teaching quality, facilities, and student support. In addition to the top rankings, QMU is placed in the top 2 in Scotland for lecturers and teaching quality, in the top 3 in Scotland for student support, and in the top 4 in Scotland for student life. Now, these results are particularly meaningful because they reflect the voices of our students. To be ranked so highly by you is a significant achievement and reinforces our commitment to providing a supportive, inclusive, and career-focused learning experience. I was also delighted that QMU hosted the 2026 International Forum for Peer Learning and Support, or PALS, as many of you will know it. QMU has a long-standing commitment to student peer-led learning. It plays a vital role in helping students build confidence, strengthen their academic skills, and feel part of a learning community. Through initiatives such as our PALS scheme, QMU has seen firsthand the positive impact that student-led learning can have. Many of you I know will have participated in peer-assisted learning. May I thank you publicly for that today. You are very much part of that collective success. So I say to you all, your future is waiting for you. Go out, make your mark, pursue your passions, and create the future you envision. But do not forget the importance of kindness and a spirit of generosity to others. As you move forward, know that you carry with you the pride and best wishes of everyone who's been part of your time here at Queen Margaret University. Now, earlier I recognised how much your friends and family have supported you and that it is a special day for them too. So can I ask you, if you are able, would you please stand up, turn around and give them a round of applause by way of thank you for all they have done. So, congratulations, class of 26. This is your moment. Embrace it, celebrate it. May your future be bright, your dreams realized, and your heart always be full of passion and compassion. Thank you very much indeed. And then may I ask you please to be upstanding for the academic procession.